Okay, so this is a video for number 9.2.30-T. This is number 12 in the homework set 3. So here we're doing a survey. It was conducted that asked, and again, your numbers are going to be different, but mine is 1,040 people, how many books they had read in the past year. Results indicated that X bar, which is the sample mean, is 14.4 books, and S, which is the sample standard deviation, is 16.3 books. We're being asked to construct a 90% confidence interval for the mean number of books people read. Okay, so first, do this in StatCrunch. We're going to do question help, go to StatCrunch. Okay, now we are doing a test for a mean, and if you look here, we had 1,040 people, but we have S for standard deviation. We don't have the population standard deviation, which would be that sigma, which is that funny looking R. So considering we only have the sample standard deviation, excuse me while I just yell at my children. Guys, shh. Considering we only have the sample standard deviation, we're going to use T-stat. So we're going to go to stat, we're going to go to T-stats, we're going to go to one sample, and we're going to do this with the summary. The reason I'm not doing this with data is I don't have all of the people's responses. I only have what X bar and the standard deviation was, so we click with summary. Okay, so my sample mean, I'm just going to move this a little, was 14.4, so I'll type that in here. Oops. My standard deviation was 16.3, and my sample size is 1,040. Okay, and I want to construct a confidence interval, so I'm going to click confidence interval here and make that 90% and click compute. So what I'm getting here is this gives you the mean, we're looking for mu, this is the 90% confidence interval for mu, this is the standard error. The lower limit, which is the bottom part of your interval, is 13.567, etc. And the upper limit is 15.232, etc. Now they wanted us to round to, here, 2 decimal places as needed. So this will be 13.57. And this will be 15.23, which I believe is what they got. Yes. Now let's discuss the statements and why the other two are not correct. First of all, they don't have the word confidence, right? So we are creating confidence intervals. You're looking for the word we are 90% confident, or there is 90% confidence, and that's where letter B comes in. Confidence intervals do not have to do with taking repeated samples and having a chance of them containing the sample mean, although it's kind of like the theory behind it, but that's not how we actually state the value. And it also doesn't have to do with probability. There isn't a 90% chance that the true mean is there. We are just 90% confident that the population mean will be contained within these two values. So again, we're using the T distribution because we do not have the population standard deviation. We only have the sample standard deviation. I hope that makes it easier for you. Let me know if you have any more questions.